Hello and welcome to the Lunch Counter. I'm your host, Michelle Rule. Today we're at Fibonacci's in Penticton and we're talking about mental health. It's just as vital to our well-being and happiness as our physical health, but we don't hear as much about it in the news. Let's go see what our guests are talking about today.
Well, I like to see mental health as being on a continuum, and where we are on that continuum is determined by how we achieve a balance within our lives. And that balance is reflected by social, spiritual, financial, familial, physical types of activities, our day-to-day living, how we incorporate all those things to a balance. And so right now, currently, I think that people are experiencing a fair bit of stress because of, for example, because of the economy. When people are struggling, they become more focused on taking care of themselves and their family, and they become afraid that they're going to be losing those things that they've worked so hard to achieve. And when people get afraid, they become angry. And that's really demonstrated through a lot of what's going on in our society right now. For example, there's been an increase in domestic violence. There's an increase in crimes against property, crimes against people. The riots, that's an example of the stress that people are feeling generally and are becoming angry and expressing it. And so there are some things that we can do to try to make mental health a better, achieve a higher mental health for everyone. And one of the things that we can do for that, I think, is that we can focus on, well, just think about what makes you feel good that other people do, and then treat other people like that. For example, if somebody's got something to say to you and they're talking to you, really pay attention and listen to them. And that doesn't mean, you know, checking your text messages and your emails on your phone, or thinking about, you know, the football game that you're missing right now or what's going to be for dinner. You know, it means actually just listening to them and letting them know that you feel what they have to say is important. You know, I heard a story just on the radio a couple months ago, actually. Somebody was going through one of the drive-through coffee depots, and she had her kids in the back seat, and they were crying and fighting and everything. And so she gets up to the drive-through window and to pick up her coffee and to pay for it, and the lady at the window says, "Your coffee was paid for by the person in front of you." So somebody had recognized the stress that she was experiencing and bought her coffee. And so, you know, those sorts of things can elevate the mental health of our society and of people around us.